welcome back. We're going to be heading into our second series today. It's going to be DM versus aSh. aSh are currently within contention of making it into the playoffs. DM are not, but essentially this is a very, very important game for aSh. Rapid he's not quit STPL casting, but essentially where he's been trying to fix his sleep schedule for a long time, he's just taken a big break because STPL 3 times a week was kind of messing up everything because he was having to wake up at like 4 AM and yeah, things aren't going so great on that front. But in terms of the matchups we're going to have here, we've got he's probably going to be back for the I'm hoping the semifinals and finals even. Now I know you see sleep schedule and BSL has definitely messed that up, but he's actually been doing a good job with it recently. So let's have a look at our players. We're going to have Pre versus the Ghost King himself, Radley, in game number 1 on Desperado. That should be a lot of fun. We're going to have Tech versus Dreamer in TVP, or in a PvP, sorry, on New Outlier. That should be good as well. TVT between Torsan and Hit 'em Up on New Tornado. And then we're going to have a PBZ between PG Tour and Squall on BlitzX. Now, PG Tour is definitely an interesting username. Obviously, if you don't know what PG Tour was, it was an old... Was it an old, like, private server, I think? Or was it, like, an actual series? But yeah, as Radley said, aSh is really a worldwide team. We've got a Polish player, a Russian player, a Canadian, and a Spanish player. That's crazy. It's so good. But either way, let's have a look at our first player here. It's going to be Pre. Pre hasn't had the best win rate. Still, 44% is very respectable. And over the amount of games he's played as well, that's actually quite good. He's only won 3 of his last 10 games, but he's been up against some of the stronger players from their respective teams. I mean, he went up against Scan recently and only lost 3 yellow, so not the best player for him to go against. He is 2 for 6 against Terran, so not his best matchup either. But he's not playing just any Terran. He is playing the one, the only, the Ghost King Radley himself. Radley, the man known for building more nukes than I think any other player in the history of StarCraft 1 in broadcast games, so kind of crazy. And Radley is going on about mercenaries, which is just not true. But aSh is technically a German clan, yes, but then what's his name? Is it like Tashadan or something? Tashadan, like, started leading them at the beginning of season 1 and they just gave up. I don't know what happened, but most of the actual German players just essentially gave up on playing STPL in season 1. So Dentag joined, Dentag and Herbie joined, then Radley joined as well, and when they got Hit 'em Up in, it essentially made aSh an actually really good squad. Like, they got a lot better. Season 2 they're doing so much better than they did in season 1. And that's pretty sick. Now, Radley is 5 for 4 against Protoss, but he always plays very interesting styles. So you never know what you're going to get from Radley whenever you watch one of his games. So that's what makes it so exciting. Let's have a look what we're going to be seeing here. His map of choice this week is going to be Desperado. Desperado, a very strange map in itself. You can get 2 gases super quickly. And you can defend 2 bases very easily if you can get the other main. So that'll be 4 gases. And you know what 4 gases are good for? Ghosts. They're also good for Mass Wraith. And Radley, I'm almost certain I don't have errors in my app this time. You have actually won a good number of games against Protoss. Like, I promise you. If I check the database, I'm certain you've won 5 games against Protoss. And overall, your win percentage isn't doing too badly either. But either way, we're going to get into game number 1. It's Pre versus Radley. And it's going to be here on Desperado. Okay, starting us off here in the top right-hand corner, we do have the white Protoss player fighting from Chile for DM. It's Pre. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right in the blue, close by air positions, which certainly favors Pre. It's going to be the Ghost King himself. It's Radley. Now, I am genuinely interested to know why you think your record is so bad. It's actually not that bad. You've beaten Horatoss. You beat Horatoss twice in a row. So you've definitely got more than 2 wins. At least I think. Trouble is, a lot of your games are in Season 1 when you're on Net Wars, so it's really difficult to remember back that far. But this is a TVP. Yeah, Radley, there is definitely no errors in my application anymore. There is no errors. I'm 100% sure of that with data. I've been through it so many times, over and over again, because there's been so many issues over the last 2 years. But it's in a position it works. The only thing that doesn't work, and I need to talk about maybe paying you to do, is doing like the solo databases. Obviously, if you want to accept money for it, because I want to pay you because you've helped out so much, but obviously I don't have much money, so... I know you're at least 3-3, because 3-3, you lost against Bonus on Chain Reaction, you lost against Cruzago, and you lost against DeWalt. Was it DeWalt recently? I saw someone recently that was super good. Yeti. You lost against Yeti recently. But you won the PvP, and you won two TVPs, so... It's, essentially, the trouble is the statistic is just your win rate against Protoss, regardless of what race you play. So it isn't 100% accurate for TVP, but it is just your win rate against Protoss, not necessarily in TVP. And yeah, Yeti, Bonnet, and DeWalt are like the strongest PvTs, so... Check on Liquipedia, Radley. You should have all of your games on there. Oh yeah, Noob obviously does have the strongest PvT, but... Now, Pre is going for a 2-gate play here after an expansion. Now, this is an interesting choice. Going for 2-gate and then expanding, and only then... Wait. Oh, I thought I saw him build the gas, but he didn't. I was like... He built the gas, where is it? That's crazy, but it wasn't a gas, it was a pylon, so I'm not going crazy, it's all good. I'm a little bit more awake for this series. I guzzled a load of apple juice, like, away from my desk, like, about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, in case you guys don't know, Soma has actually been picked up by Seoul. I was speaking to Fuji about why he's adding so many strong players. And essentially the reason why he's doing it is he knows VT and White Clan have got loads of strong players and he wants to win. Because that's kind of crazy. Thing is, Soma is beatable. Anyone is beatable in a best of 1 format. You just got to prepare better than your opponent. And realistically, if you're thinking about it in the long term, why would Soma practice super hard for super hard for like a best of 1? He's gonna focus on his pro games, so you can definitely do something cheeky, where you can like do something good and win. And of course, if everyone is to be believed, he's Zerg, so that means he's actually really bad, and he can't win against anybody because Zerg are really bad, guys. I don't know if you've heard, but Zerg are actually terrible. Now Zealot's pushing forward, not going to be able to get into the main. There is a nice wall here, although I don't actually believe this actually Zealot tight, so... Now there is already a science facility, it is 2 gas on 1 base. Is he going to build a covert ops, or is he just going to go straight vessel? That'd be so weird to go straight vessel, but it is Bradley. His name is Ghost King, so... I'm sure 2 depots like this aren't tight against Zealots. Oh wait, yes they are. No, they are. It's Zerglings they're not tight for. Never mind. Ignore me. Now, Citadel coming up here for Pre. Pre is, of course, on 2 base, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him go for the, like, top left expansion. Leg speed coming in. Is there going to be a Templar Archives, or is he just going to go straight into Arbiters? Looks like there is a drop coming in, which is a pretty good move by Radley. Not going to be able to achieve too much. Does get 2 probes so far. He's going to get a 3rd one. Just for good measure, but oh no, losing a Dragoon to 2 mines. Not something you want to be doing. Oh, the Vulture. Ah, the mine. Now this Vulture is going to go down eventually. Still, no add-on. Is going to be Wraiths here for Radley. There is a shuttle coming in. It's only two Zealots though, so it's not too bad. But Radley cancelled something. Was this an academy? Was that another? That wasn't another turret, was it? That can't have been another turret. Now, Pre hasn't actually transferred enough probes back, so Pre is vastly oversaturated in his natural. Finally, going to be sending some of them back to mine. Radley is only on 1 base right now, but he does, of course, have 2 gases, so it's not the worst. Additional factories coming in. Pre is doing what I thought he would do, going for the top left-hand main. This is the man who, if you're playing against Pre and you're on ladder, or you're in another tournament or something, watch out for those hidden bases, man. Pre is so good at getting those hidden bases. Like, it doesn't matter who he's playing against, he'll make it work. And he essentially hides them in plain sight, so I don't know if you can even call them hidden bases, but like, people will watch them and they'll see them build it, and he's just like, you saw me build a base, who cares? But the reason why he's going for this is because if he secures this location, he gets an additional 2 full gases, so... Drop coming into the natural again. 3 probes have gone down, 4 probes, 5 probes. And we got drop on drop action here as the Dragoon and the Zealot try and catch up, but unfortunately there's no speed on the shuttles. Oh, the mine! The mine! Oh no! Oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Oh man, I thought that was going to kill the whole mineral. That was a lot of excitement for no reason. Wasn't too bad, but he got the 2 gas probes, but other than that, not too much else. We've got another vessel coming in, double vessel already. I mean, this is a lot of vessels this early in the game. The Wraith's been trying to chase down the shuttle, I think. Did lose track of it, so unable to find that. There's a Marine out here. Wait, what? How are these Zealots not attacking the Marine? Oh my god, run! Run! Oh, there we go. The Marine goes down. More and more vessels coming in. I don't get what this mass vessel strat's for. Is he just gonna, like, mass EMP or something? Like, he's building a lot of vessels before building anything else. Wait, I hear someone... Oh. Rip Nyoken. Nyoken in the stasis cell gonna go down. He is gonna mind meld over with Doc over there, but... a little bit unfortunate. Now, the funny thing is, Pre is breaking this up. But... he doesn't really need that base of mineral only, so I'm not really sure what the plan was. Maybe he is going to expand there anyway, and maybe trick Radley into thinking he doesn't have that other main, but there's going to be a Wraith. And the one good thing about Wraiths... yeah, no, you can scan it today. One of the funny things about Wraiths in TVP is they're not ideally that good. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get a pylon over here. I love this spot. It's so stupid because no one is like ever gonna build anything in here, but Mind Flare, come on, don't be dirty in chat. No one wants to see that. But even if he was, that wouldn't be a problem. Okay, it looks like Radley finally gonna head out with some vultures. Lay some mines in the middle. Oh, the mines. Okay, those mines pretty good. Funny thing is, these two tanks on the high ground essentially make it impossible for these units to push over the ramp, over the bridge even. Now, there's more vessels coming in. Wait, is this another vessel? No, it's dropships. Okay, so I reckon he must be going mass dropship, mass D-matrix. That's all I can think of. And that wouldn't be necessarily that bad. I mean, EMP nuke is obviously on the table, but there's no covert ops, so... Armory is coming in, or Armory's finally about to finish +1. A little bit late, but obviously he did go a really weird build, so kind of difficult. CRVT knows it's inevitable. Oh my goodness, catching the shuttle here is actually a really nice pick off from this Wraith. Makes it very annoying. Force another shuttle out. There's going to be no... Well, why is there a probe down here? What is this guy doing here? CRVT saying Pre is hiding bases so they can get nuked later on. If anyone doesn't know, CRVT is the player. Wait, no, that was Cruzago, wasn't it? In that Neo Arkanoid game. Now, the Observer gonna fly in, see the triple dropship. Not, well, I think more importantly, he sees the Science Fleet with no add-on. So I think he's gonna be very happy with that. Knowing the fact that you're not gonna get nuked right away is probably good. Bradley gonna go for a third base as he pushes over here with 3 dropship worth of units. He's got the mono battle drop here with 1 of each unit, but drops into the middle line. Oh my god, mass D-matrix on these tanks gonna make this very annoying to clean up. And this is actually a really nice idea. You drop your D-matrix pretty much every unit you have, and then you fly back out. But another D-matrix coming in just to add insult to injury. The tank's not going down whatsoever. What a cool strategy, or what a cool tactic I guess this is. How do you deal with this? Like, D-matrix tanks take so much damage. Like, the tanks at the front have still got their D-matrixes. Oh my goodness. How many kills have they got? 8 kills, 8 kills, 6 and 8. There we go, look at that. Radley with the pimp plays again. No matter what the game is, he comes up with something new. And going for a mass D-matrix drop strategy, I don't think I've ever seen that before. But that was really, really cool. It was really effective. He did trade so efficiently. And he can just do it again. He's got more D-matrices left. He's going in for another drop. This time it's going to be 2 tanks and 4 vultures. He's going to go into what, unfortunately, Pre thought was the hidden base, but it's not going to matter. There is a DT here, but guess what? There's 3 vessels. There's 4 vessels over here. So, what's your DT's gonna do, huh? Yeah, D-Matrix coming in again. Obviously, the DT's gonna rip through this D-Matrix incredibly quickly. Oh my god, he needs to kill the DT. I hate DTs so much. DTs do so much damage. Not even D-Matrix is strong enough. More vultures coming in though. This third base in the top left is not going to be able to do anything. Pre, meanwhile, is taking his 4th base down here in the bottom left main. Now, Radley really should be focusing down this, and it looks like he is going to. But looks like the vessel's going to fly away. So if a DT comes out this gateway, it's going to do a lot of damage, but it's so close. Looks like he's trying to target it down before the DT can come out. Can the DT spawn? Yes, it can. And does he scan? Does he have enough scan? He's still in the on-2 command centers right now, let's not forget. And he doesn't. So the unit's going to go down here. The probes mostly survive. And Pre is still in a pretty good spot. Now, once again, still no additional add-on on the side. So playing a little bit strange for Radley, given his name. But let's have a look at what Pre is doing. He's going into Arbiter. Well, he has Arbiter Tech already. He's going into Corsair as well. Because he Okay, I'm just going to say this. And I know I might be wrong because I'm not a high level or I'm not a Protoss player at all, right? But surely Scouts are better against this. Radley doesn't have any anti-air. Scouts perform better against Mass Wraith, realistically, and Scouts kill vessels incredibly fast, and they kill dropships fast as well. Corsairs tickle dropships. Like, Corsairs really don't care about dropships whatsoever. Like, Scouts would be so much better in this situation. I guess if you do go for D-Web, yeah, so Abby saying, well, I said D-Web first, and then Abby said it, so I think I'm the one in the front, but there's no fleet beacon. There's no fleet beacon, so there is going to be no D-Web. Like, it's literally just Corsairs. Yeah, pretty should go Scout Zealot, just saying. It's the ultimate composition. The Zealots deal with everything on the ground, and then Scouts deal everything in the air. It's just, it's so good. Now, the fourth base of Pre did go down. The third base is, of course, still alive from before. Albert saying Scout Zealot, the classic vanilla combo. Oh, EMP finally coming in. I'm surprised the EMP didn't start already. He's had that forever, but he is continuing to add on more and more dropships. Oh, repair the dropships! No! Don't sacrifice these boys and girls. Don't do it. Just build, or just repair them. Just press R. Press R and click on your dropships, Radley. This is making me upset. This dropship's gonna die. Oh my god, he gets so lucky. Oh, there we go. One shot from the Corsair kills it. No, it must have been two, but they fire very fast. Okay, one of the Stargate's going to go down immediately. This drop going to be doing so much damage. The Corsairs, they don't do too badly against vessels, I guess, in the end. But there's a ton of D-Matrix on all of these tanks again. Vessels trying to run away, actually running into cannons. Not where they want to be. I mean, all of the vessels have been pushed away, so if he recalls on top of these tanks, it could be good, but unfortunately he just doesn't have the energy for it. I think the Arbiter Tribunal survives, but all of the other tech buildings are going to go down. This is such a powerful drop. Now, it's kind of funny how there's a gateway down here, but that's not really going to come back here. And yeah, Lucky Noob saying he loves how Radley's using the D-Matrix immediately. Well, I mean, you may as well do it. It doesn't last forever, but it lasts for a very long time. So you may as well just do it and then fly the vessels away. Now, mines on the front tanks. Gonna stop these units. Oh my god, the Zealot's eaten so many units. D-Matrix has run out, so he should be able to clean this up. Nice. Scans, though, on top of these units. Gonna be able to take out some of them. But the units around are going to get cleaned up. Unfortunately, I missed a recall on this island base. There's also another attack down here in the bottom middle. This is actually, I think, all from that gateway. So, looks like Bradley is going to find himself locked on two bases. One of his bases is almost mined out. So Radley's up against the ropes a little bit here. He's expanded to the top left. He's got the top middle base. We have a lot of dropships coming in, but unfortunately every time he's dropping like this, he is getting himself more and more, or he's putting himself in more and more danger because he needs to expand. He needs to get more money from somewhere, and that's something he just can't do. And look at this. An Arbiter going to fly in. It's got nearly enough energy for a stasis and recall. And he's just going to kill all these units. Now, there is... Oh my god, an engineering bay coming up over here. Did he lose his eBay or something? I guess he must have done. It does create a semi-wall, I guess, but... He's going to recall on these tanks. I mean, this is a lot of units. There's a DT following them. But this is still a big army from Terran. He's going to be able to get the Templar Archives again. If this engineering bay finishes and he builds a turret before this tank dies, I would laugh so hard. But Radley gonna expand to his mineral only. He's running out of gas though, so that's gonna be a problem. One of his gas is depleted, 1,500 in the other one. Now, given the fact he's killed so many buildings of Pre, which are production buildings, this is quite difficult for Pre. He's not got that many gateway units. Radley pushing forward. He gets this Templar. I don't think Storm finished before. Maybe it did, but oh, it did finish. He's used Storm. I remember seeing it. But looks like the top right hand base is going to go down here, and if this goes down, that is going to cause a ton of issues for Pre. He's got most of his final remaining units up here, most of his final remaining gateways, and if he loses this base, he's going to have to rebuild a gate farm over in the top right, and that's not as easy as you think it is. It takes a long time to do that. Radley is continuing to add on units. I think he's getting prepared for a possible recall as well, so he's basically covering all of his bases quite literally and figuratively. And Radley doing a pretty good job so far. Pre definitely still not looking out of it just yet. He's still got a load of mining bases. He does need more gateways, that is for sure. And Radley could find himself getting in trouble now. Recalling out of the base, an interesting tactic, but it does mean you get out. Looks like, oh my god, targeting this arbor down far. Oh, he doesn't get it, that's unfortunate. Radley is now going to be forced to pull away from this army. There is dropships over here. Looks like he wanted to try and check, see if there was another main going up, but no other main just yet. There is still... wait, there's cannons up here. Why are there cannons here, Pre? What are you doing, man? Don't build cannons there, that's not fair. But looks like we've got Radley pulling back to his SCVs to try and wall off these zealots. No, he doesn't do it. Oh, the vultures are in the wrong place. These zealots are getting so much damage done. 2-1-1 upgrades against only 3-1. So these vultures definitely worth their weight in gold. Looks like Radley's units. Oh, the mine doing so much damage to the vultures. Now the tanks at the back certainly going to be helping a little bit, but unfortunately he needs to do something. He's going to lose his command center again. Now I can hear stuff attacking, and I don't know what it is. Okay, he's killing this Nexus up here. Not going to be too impactful, but he needs to survive. He needs to hold on. Oh, don't move the command center. You're going to lose it. And I just bumped into the green screen. Did I knock it over? No, we're fine. But the CC goes down. What a game. Looks like the units from Pre going to come down the ramp. Pre showing how good his macro is. He keeps his base alive. And this is just getting ridiculous. There's so many units here for Pre that he should actually be able to take down Radley. Radley doesn't actually have that much. He's not got much gas left. He's down to 26 workers. And Radley, despite the fact he's been going so crazy ham on the amount of attacks he's been doing, is slowly finding himself in a problem now. There's not enough energy for an EMP. He does get an EMP down anyway, just to make sure. Now, this can still trade pretty efficiently against what Pre's got. He is killing a lot of gateways again. The gateways are actually unpowered, but stasis field coming in, making things very annoying. Oh my goodness. There's a double nexus here. Oh wow, I didn't notice that. That's amazing. I love this double nexus. Now there is there's a question from Willem First saying, how do you become the favorite viewer? It's impossible to become my absolute favorite viewer because you are all my favorite viewers. But I mean, gifting some subs certainly does help. I know a lot of people would like a sub, but it's fine. It's cool. But yeah, no one can become my favorite viewer because you're all equally my favorite. Although I think Radley may be my favorite. Maybe not. I don't know. Abby, I'm just gonna say that you played a TVZ that lasted 31 minutes and you didn't nuke once. And you had 98 SCVs. Like, what were you doing? Radley might be my favorite player. But yeah. Williman, I don't really have a favorite viewer. I love all of you equally, it's all good. Now, it's kind of funny because Radley can't actually expand to this base without killing these cannons. Like, how ridiculous is that? Yeah, certainly contributing to the STPL will up your standings if you can. You don't have to, but If you have the financial ability to support the tournament or me, I would be much appreciated of that. But either way, no one has to pay monetarily to enjoy the STPL, which is good. Hopefully, season 2, season 3, we're gonna have a bigger prize pool overall. I've got a possible second sponsor lined up, but I can't announce anything yet until everything's official. So we'll have to see how that goes, but it's a Dildo King sponsorship reveal. Oh my goodness. I would love to see someone actually get sponsored by Dildo King. That would be an amazing... I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. It'd be impossible to cast. Now, Radley doesn't have that many units. If you think about Abby's game in Series 1, Radley has as much supply as Abby had workers. So, looks like we're going to have a drop coming in over to the top right, but unfortunately there's no units here to defend the bottom right. And this is the problem. He needs to defend his bases, and whoa, the mines are doing so much damage. Okay, is he gonna hold? Does he hold this? EMP going down on the Zealot. Dematrixing the tank. Don't think he's gonna be able to hold, but he is gonna be able to take out this top left base. We do have Pre with 4 mineral patches in his main, which aren't really doing too much, but Radley is on the ropes here. He's down 100 supply. Looks like Zealots getting on top of all the units in the top right. The mine not doing as much as I hoped it would, but looks like Radley may have actually fallen here. The pimp plays in the middle and at the beginning of the game were really, really good by Radley, but unfortunately it was a little bit style over substance in this game as Pre takes him down with some very clever macro. And even though I said style over substance, I definitely enjoyed the style, so not going to complain. That is a win from DM. It's kind of funny seeing all the Rev people cheering for DM right now because they don't want aSh getting into the playoffs. And Abby, I don't know what you're saying. Let's not go here, anywhere near there whatsoever. It's a family-friendly stream, despite Dildo King. Dildo King is not family friendly, but then they advertise in the open in Germany, so I don't know. Either way, let's get into game number 2 when we get back after this short break. See you guys very soon.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
he's the map man! Skibidi on do. Skibidi on do. Skibidi on do. He's the map man! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee da ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop. Bee-da-ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kix can do it, so can you.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
yeah.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page. And then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to. And you can hit contribute right there. And it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Okay, it's time for a quick tip. Here we have Neo Outlier. I'm going to show you how to get over these temples with a probe. I'll also do it with an SCV and a drone as well. So what you do is you essentially send the probe up to mine, you press stop, and you go to build a pylon. Now you build the pylon underneath you, so essentially it's going to push you, then you spam right click, and all of a sudden you are through. And here is the same trick with Terran. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One of them is you build a depot, and you essentially cancel building, and you just spam yourself through. You have to be kind of stuck or either on the building in the temple or there. But you can cancel that, and just to show, you can do it both ways as well. Okay, now there's a way you can do this with just 2 workers, which is the only way Zerg are able to do this. You can also do this with Protoss and Terran as well. So essentially, you get both workers lined up here. You mine with 1 worker, you send the second worker to mine just behind it, and you hit stop. It can be a little bit finicky, so don't worry if you don't get it first try. We got it. No we didn't. Yes we did. Okay, so that didn't go perfectly. You can do it a lot better than that, but it does take a little bit of practice. So just keep trying and you will eventually get it. And you'll find it actually has quite a lot of uses in various different maps. Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be heading into game number 2 of the series. It's going to be Tech for DM. Tech, one of DM's stronger players from Season 1, fell off a little bit in round 3 and 1, or round 3 and 4 of Season 1. Come back a little bit in Season 2, not been doing too well, but he does end up always getting the short end of the straw with players. I mean, he's played against DeWalt and Suga recently. He played against Cadenzi last year. Like, he always gets really strong opponents. He played against Bonnet, Scan, and Reyna in a row. Like, what on earth? This guy is so unfortunate. But he was the round 1 and 2 ultimate ace. The reason why I say that is I think he got sent out in ace matches about 4 or 5 times, and he won every single one. Like, it was crazy. He was winning every single ace match for DM, and he literally carried them into the playoffs of round 1. Which is kind of cool. His opponent fighting for aSh is going to be Dreamer. Dreamer doing a little bit better than his opponent recently. 47 to win rate overall. 5 of his last 10 games have been wins, so not been doing that badly recently whatsoever. And he's become really a mainstay on the aSh roster. So Dreamer, a really good player overall. And I mean, it really, to me, looks like in that photo that Dreamer would look really good in a dressing gown. Like, just nice dressing gown to be nice and comfy. And just being good. But let's have a look at the map we're going to be heading on to. It is going to be New Outlier. I showed the tips video before. New Outlier, really fun map. 3-player map overall. Top middle, bottom right, bottom left hand spawns. There's semi-island bases around the edge. And yeah, he needs a smoking jacket rather than a dressing gown, but still. But yeah, this is a really fun map. It is going to be a PvP, so map features don't come into it too much. But there is a high ground natural, which if Gladiator is anything to be believed, should mean this should be a pretty quick PvP. Let's get into game number 2. It's Dreamer versus Tech. Okay, starting us off here in the 12 o'clock location in the blue, fighting for DM, it's going to be Tech. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right location in the red, fighting for aSh. It's Dreamer. And Albert asked me what do I think about Bifrost. I think it's a cool map, but it's very bland. Like, Bifrost in itself was from the period of maps where they didn't quite understand how to decorate a map. So it looks so bland, but it is a fun map to play on. I doubt it'll be in the STPL. It could be in like one of the side events that I still haven't actually started doing yet, but will do eventually. And overall, it's a pretty fun map. So Can't complain. Now this is a PvP, so of course they're going to be doing gateways first. Now whether or not one player is going to go for 2 gate or straight into gas, I think they're both probably going to go into double, like, the gas, because mirror builds in a PvP are kind of normal, I would say. Second pylon coming up, you'll see the you'll see this down here, which we can actually see on the minimap this time, because it did set it top versus bottom, so that's good. So we got gate gas coming in this side. Interestingly, I think Dreamer's scouting out what his opponent's doing before he reacts, so Dreamer hasn't built a second gateway, he hasn't built his gas just yet. He opted to build his second pylon first, which is kind of strange. I'm not really sure what the plan is of that. Maybe he wants to throw off his opponent and thinking he's expanding, but even then that's kind of strange. But yeah, you see these temples, they block the sort of island bases. Now, okay, this is why he didn't build anything extra. He's actually going to start trying to mana pylon. Now, mana pyloning is very good when your opponent skips Zealot, but obviously as soon as the Zealot comes in, it's not that great. It does mess up the mining a little bit, but essentially it's only blocking 1 probe, so it's not the biggest deal. There's definitely better maps for mana pyloning than this, but still good, still works. Now the good thing and the bad thing about mana pylons is, yes, they help. They are 75 minerals or 100 minerals or however many minerals it is to build a pylon. Essentially, they're kind of a waste. Now, it does block your opponent from pushing forward with zealots, which is kind of good. It's going to give Dreamer the chance of getting to the ramp and at least getting a good engagement with this one zealot. Oh no, he's actually going to run past. He wants to go for probe kills. So I kind of get this. Like, you're not going to get too many probe kills, but you're not really going to kill too much if you kill the zealot as well. So he's going to try and jump in. Both the zealots, though, are going to turn around and start attacking this. So he should only get 1 probe. Nice pull on that probe by Tech. And Dreamer so far hasn't really been able to get the stuff working that he wants to. Like, when you're doing what Dreamer did, you want to use the pylons to keep the zealots busy while you come in with your own zealots and go for it. But Tech is definitely doing a pretty good job so far. Looks like Buena super cheering for aSh right now because he super cheering for Tech right now because he wants to make sure aSh don't get in the playoffs. Now, in case you're just tuning in, not that I think there's been like a huge surge in viewers or anything, we're in the penultimate week of group stage, so this is one of the final opportunities these teams will have to get into the playoffs. The top 8 players will make it into the playoffs, and I forgot, I made a graphic for this. So when we finish this game, we'll bring up the graphic to explain the fixtures and everything. Or we'll do it at the end of the stream, maybe. I completely forgot I made the graphic, so there we go. I've been building a lot this weekend. Some of it I'm not going to be able to show off for a while, and it's not ready either. But I did make a graphic in the Season 2 style to show this. Now, he's using that thing I showed off in the tip video that you may have seen before that, pushing his probe through here, going in for a scout. Oh my god, he's going to scout the DTs. This is an unbelievably good scout. Now he sees the DTs, he's almost certainly going to put down a Robo, going to put down a Forge, and he's going to have to go into cannons. Now Robo coming up. Buena wants to see a cannon rush, but cannon rush isn't going to work, so maybe that's why you want to see it. Now it looks like Dreamer going to try and go for a timing here. He knows there won't be that many units, given the fact that a lot of the units headed back, and he knows there's going to be 3 DTs coming in. So he's going to try and get as many probes as he can to delay this as long as he can. He needs to wait for his Forge to finish, and he needs to wait for cannons. And now one of the zealots going down. Probes are starting to fall as well. One has gone down already. A second zealot falls. Is he going to get another probe? Looks like he wants to force down the Dragoon, so he does manage to get that, but there's 3 DTs here, and these Dragoons are going to go down. Willem does get away. He does see the fact there's 3 DTs, And let's see if this is going to work. Cannon coming up in the middle line. He realistically should add another pylon here and go for another cannon just to be sure. He's going to go for an observatory as well. Cannon around here on the left to try and make sure that no DTs can get through. Now, this is where things start to become problematic. Looks like he is going to try and sack at least a single Dragoon just on this ramp to block the DT from being able to get up. Now, it is unfortunate he's going to lose the Dragoons, but the cannons are done now, and that is what matters. And now, I've not been burned by DTs for a very long time. A, because I don't play very much, but also, I just kind of over-prepare against DTs these days. In 2008, when I first started, I didn't win a single game against DTs. It didn't matter how much I tried, I could not beat DTs, but now I can. I can do it now. Unless it's on Longinus 2 and it's 2017. Now looks like the Observer is done, but Observers, yes they're good, but DTs don't care. Look how much damage they do. Oh my goodness. DTs do so much damage. They literally do not care about Observers. They just keep running. Robot Support Bay coming in terms of what tech's got going on at home. No expansion still. Going into another pylon. Range is almost finished. And he is still just on Templar tech. I think he's saving up for a Nexus though. So this is a good move. You force a load of cannons out of your opponent. You forced out Observers. And you're just... No, wait. Nope, he's just going to keep building units. Now, landowner, you say I'm a pretty decent Terran, but I'm definitely not. I'm okay. And okay is in air quotes, but I'm around like 60... Well, prior to this season, I was 1700. I don't even know if I'm good in theory. I like to think I am, but people just say, like, people usually say I'm not good in theory either. Like, people just say I'm bad, but I'm not theoretically 2300. Now, we do have tech moving down into the main base. Dreamer has taken a ton of damage here, which is certainly not good. Now there is a Reaver. The Reaver goes down immediately, and despite the fact that DTs haven't done anything, I think there may just be too much tech in this base for Dreamer to be able to handle. Now the Dragoons finally going to be able to start sniping out probes, and when the probes start falling, that's when the people get excited, because probes dying means the PvP is coming to an end. And I mean, it's definitely not looking good for Dreamer. He's trying to build another... Reaver, but the Reaver is a mile away. There we go. GG. Dreamer taps out, and Tech wins game number 2. And I see you've seen Taitu's video, Iskra. I completely forgot that video exists. So. Oh my god, Abby, why did you say that? Oh my god. Abby said it's somewhat thing that Dreamer loses on Martin Luther King Day. Oh my god. Oh Abby. Oh Abby, man. What are you doing? Okay, well we're gonna be going into game number 3 very soon. It's gonna be a TBT. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break just in case it's a long game. And I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page, In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. STPL does. Bio TVP. Wow! You got it. STPL does. Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does. Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs. Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. DT's doing game-ending damage? Name a more iconic duo. We've even got carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does. All that and more, only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. It's okay, guys. We are back for game number 3. The series is tied up 1-1, and it's going to go up to Torsan for DM to try and take them up 2-1. But Torsan, unfortunately, only has a 22% win rate. He's not got too many games, so it's a little bit difficult. But I definitely did not create Lucky Noob. I'm definitely not that good at coding. And if I'm gonna make a bot, why wouldn't I like a bot that likes Terran? Why would I make a bot that only likes Zerg, the one race I really don't like? That'd be kind of funny if I had like a little Terran bot that cheers for all the Terrans but no one else. Maybe that's what it is. I'm so liberal that I had to make a bot for the race I hate. I've got a bot for each of the races. I've got one for Protoss, one for Landowner saying Father SC is exactly that. He's a Terran bot. Jinjin is like that as well. Oh my god. But either way, Torsan not done too great in the STPL. Hit him up, however, he's ranked 17 from Canada. Chile versus Canada. A little bit closer than Chile versus Russia, but so I think there should be a little bit less lag in this game. But TBT could be going into a long one. Let's have a look at the map we're going into. It's going to be the only New Tornado. New Tornado, a very fun map. Very, very standard. We had a 31-minute game here just now. We've had 50-minute TVTs on here, so let's see how that goes. So let's have a look. Okay, starting us off in this bottom right hand corner, we have Hit 'em Up fighting for aSh. It's their captain from Canada in the red. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom middle or bottom left hand position. We have in the silver fighting for DM from Chile, it's Torsan. I see 92 at the moment. The viewers dropped a little bit when it became a TVT. Like, I really wish there was a way for me to figure out who was watching that never types anything. Because, like, I'd love to know the people that pop in and pop out. Like, I've got 1,713 followers, which is amazing. I didn't even think there was 1,713 people that even played Brood War anymore, but they're all following. I get like a good amount of viewers that turn up to watch my stream. Obviously there's a load of you who are super active in chat, which makes things a lot easier. But there's a lot of people who come and just watch. They don't type anything. I guess maybe if they watch full screen, like I was watching BSL full screen the other day. I had it on my other monitor while I was doing some stuff, watching Rapid and Nyoken cast, but there was a few games where I stopped and actually fully watched, but like I guess a lot of people just have it running. Oh wow, there was 600 players online yesterday on Brood War at once. I guess that was due to the BSL. Like, one of my short-term goals is to try and get as many viewers as the BSL does. Because the thing is, I know people, and I've said this as well, I thought it was just because it's the weekend. But essentially, I don't think it is, because during the week, most of my viewers are somehow Americans, and I thought that like most people from America would be at work or not watching, but they still turn up, man. There's a lot of you lovely European people here that always turn up in chat. Maybe there's like people that watch at work and stuff like that, which is amazing. Like, I'm gonna be brutally honest here while there's not really too much going on in this CBT. I'm surprised anybody watches me at all, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I started casting in 2015, and I was casting to like 1 or 2 people at a time. And I was like, well, I mean, this is fun, I guess, but if no one's gonna watch, what's the point? I nearly gave up. And Sneaky Lava, it's not the Artosis effect, it's always been Americans. Like, Americans have always watched more than anyone else. Yeah, like, I started, got a few viewers. I started Clash for Char, like, I was starting to get, like, 30 viewers at a time, which was kind of crazy at that point. That was in 2017. And, then I got the chance to cast with Sail, who was, like, way more popular than I was. Like, whenever Sail casted, he always got tons of viewers, and I'm like, why wouldn't people watch me? What am I doing wrong? So I pushed production even further, because I was like, I want to make an overlay system that makes everything look really good, right? So I was like, okay, clearly people watch Sail instead of me because his production is better. So I made my overlay system and everything, and I made this Clash Royale look a lot better. And then more people started to come, and then I actually got to cast with Sail, which helped a lot because then suddenly people learned I actually existed. And since then, like, things have been slowly going up. Like, STPL started, I started in, like, round 1 getting, like, 30 to 40 viewers still. But as it went up and up and up, the viewers went up. And in Season 2, we've been getting nearly 100 plus viewers every single time we stream. So, thank you so much to you guys for tuning in. Even if you do tune in and don't say anything, I recognize you're here. And Landowner, I probably won't make partner soon. I've been, like, above the threshold for partner on Twitch for a very long time, and I've applied 3 times and got nothing. So, I think part of the problem is I don't make Twitch any money. Like, we've got 25 subs at the moment, thanks to some really, really amazing, like, sub gifts from Avi and a few other people, like, resubbing a lot. But essentially, there's no money in partnering me for Twitch. Like, they're not going to get a ton of money from subs or anything. Like, when you watch, like, Zero's obviously is partner already. But like loads of people sub to Zero and stuff. Like he's always getting loads of subs every single chat. Like if you guys want to help out, please feel free to give me your Twitch Prime subs. If you got Twitch Prime sub and you got nowhere else to spend it, and you're watching STPL a lot, why not spend it here? It'd be very kind. Help me get partner a little bit later, then we get quality options, and then all the people that essentially can't watch the STPL yet will be able to watch, because there's so many people that can't actually watch due to the 900p. And thank you, Shad, means a lot. Now in this TBT, we've got both players going for an expansion early on. We got 3 factories coming in from Torsan, so he's going to be going for vultures. Meanwhile, we've got Hit 'em Up already going for Tank Goliath, so a little bit of a change up in style here. And do I have the quality options this time? I actually have the quality options today. Oh my god. Nice. Yeah, lucky noob, it's completely random. Yeah, sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. Essentially the way it works for... The way Twitch works, essentially partners get quality options all the time. And then affiliates, depending on how busy Twitch is, how busy your stream is, you randomly get the quality options. Now, one thing I'm wondering if I should do, and I'm not sure about this, is actually just moving everything to 1080p for Season 3, but the trouble is it requires me to redo the entire overlay system, which, I mean, I've done it before. I don't need to redo everything, I guess, but I need to redo all the rendering and stuff like that, so... And also, given the fact that people lag with 900p, I don't want to push it too far, but Torsan, with a ton of factories here, going up to 5, he is playing Vulture Man style here. Now, Vulture Man can be pretty strong. You get a lot of mines out on the map. You essentially get mass map vision, and you can run in for a lot of counterattacks. Now, he has shown the Vultures to a Vulture here, which means Hit 'em Up knows exactly what's going on, which is good. Now, did Hit 'em Up scan the main? Yes, he did. Hit 'em Up scan the factory count. He knows what he's up against. Now, he did go for... I thought there was a starport down here, but it was a... Wait, was that a second barracks? No way he lost his barracks this early. It must have been a second one. Windows is not locked at 96 DPI. 100% it's not locked at 96 DPI. Unless Windows is and mice aren't. Maybe certain versions of Windows. Hey, you talking about mouse or display? Yeah, I was gonna say, DPI means dot per inch, or is it dots per inch? I can't remember. It is dots per inch, cool. Okay, still no +1 coming in from Hit 'em Up, so if, no, we still don't actually have an armory from Torsan, so the lack of upgrade, I mean, it's not super important in TVT to get +1 super quickly. Someone, Bandon Air 72 asking what happened to Sale. No one knows. I know, like, at some point he went away for a bit because he was busy with work. Like, he did disappear before, but the difference is, like, he said he was going last time, and this time, like, I know this is gonna be weird, but this is, like, sounding like I'm incriminating myself. Essentially, I argued with him on Discord about the Zotac Cup and the maps I picked for it, and then after that, he never came back on, and I don't know what happened to him. So it's a shame he's gone. I did used to enjoy casting with him. He helped me a lot. I got quite close with him friendly wise, but yeah, Sale disappeared. I'm guessing he's just busy with his job. Essentially, I made this joke when Sale first disappeared. Sale is essentially the Foreign Brood War Batman. He's the hero we need, but not right now. Like, whenever nothing is going on in the foreign scene, he'll appear for a bit and cast, like, ridiculous, man. Like...
Easily amused, huh?
Oh, thank you, Chad, for the Twitch Prime stuff, man. Means a lot. Yeah, there was some weird stuff happening with Sale anyway, because, obviously Sale got to go cast the Italian Open. I nearly went to go as well. I nearly got to go as well, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't get to go, because I didn't have a passport. But I got a passport immediately afterwards, so I missed out on casting a big event. But honestly, it's maybe for the best. Yeah, Luca. They did it in, I was casting the online leagues for sale, and they invited both of us, and Cadenzi went instead of me because I didn't have a passport. But to be honest, I don't think I was ready to cast an event like that then. I think now, if someone invited me to cast something like that, I'd be over the moon. But I missed out on the chance of meeting Firebat Hero, which really upset me. I really wanted to meet Firebat Hero, that would have been sick. I also got to pick the maps for the Zotac Cup, so that's kind of cool. Now, both players on 3 base. Looks like hit him up, push him forward. Torsan trying to lock his opponent in with the mines on the high ground here, with the tanks over here, trying to block the expansion from hit him up, but not going to be able to do so just yet. Hit him up definitely doing a good job finding those out here now. Looks like there was a dropship getting ready to go into the main, but does get rebutted for now. Gonna drop off, kill this marine, gonna kill the SCV as well, and then likely lift back up again. Some vultures coming in from hit him up now. Gonna be heading to the 3rd base of Torsan. Now, interestingly, he only sent 2 vultures in at once. It takes 3 vulture hits to kill an SCV. Oh my goodness, this mine could be good. No, the mine's not gonna be as good as it could be. But the 3rd base has been cancelled out here for Torsan. He's going to have to send some stuff down here to deal with the vultures. Now, it's kind of interesting to see this. Usually, when someone goes mass vulture in the beginning, they will have enough vultures to stop the opponent ever going vultures. But hit him up. He built a ton of factories. He's added on a ton of vultures. I mean, he's got 6 factories pumping vultures right now. He's going to fall behind in the tank count, but he's going to get so many vultures he can just start pushing forward, and he can just start getting in positions like this. He'll start adding mines himself. Minefields on top of minefields always makes me laugh, and he's going to be able to block his opponent from expanding for a while, so it's kind of cool. Now, dropship coming out here to give vision for the tanks, but unfortunately the only thing that tank saw was its own defeat as it falls down there. Things are still looking pretty good for hit him up, but Torsan definitely doing a relatively good job here. He's getting a good... Trouble is, he's got this good position, but he's not making use of it. While he's killed the tanks down here, he needs to unsiege these and get on the high ground. If he gets on the high ground, suddenly this becomes so much harder to deal with. Look at this move by hit him up, coming in from behind, taking some of the shots with the vultures, moving in with the tanks up front. A great trade by Logan there, by hit him up. And he's putting himself up to a 70 supply lead, which is crazy good. Now, upgrade-wise, I think both players are still... No, we got 1-0 coming in from hit him up. 2-0 is on the way. He does have his side facility somewhere. It's in the natural, there we go. But the main thing is TBT can be a numbers game. If you're down in upgrades, if you're down in units, unless your opponent makes some vital mistakes, it's going to be hard to come back. Now, hit him up going to be pushing towards the natural of his opponent. Torsan has finally managed to save his 3rd base. And he's got in a good position, at least for now, to defend this location. But he's got no tanks on this high ground. And that means his units are not going to be able to rotate out of his main. The tanks in the back going to get cleaned up by the vultures, by the Goliaths. And it looks like Torsan may have just lost too much here. He's down to 30 supply in attacking units. There's a few vultures. Okay, 1 vulture dotted around, a couple of marines as well. But he realistically doesn't have anything that he can deal with this. He's building 3 tanks at a time, but when the tanks can't get out of your base, does it really matter? He needed to have tanks on this high ground. If he had those tanks from down here on the high ground, this would have been a lot better. But unfortunately, it looks like hit him up is getting his opponent in a little bit of a checkmate here. Things get harder and harder the longer the game goes on as well. And while the mines go off on a couple of the tanks, almost killing one of them, it's really, really not enough from Torsan here. He doesn't have any additional mining bases. He can stay alive on 2 base for a while, but the second those gases mine out, that's game over. I can't click this. There we go. +2 attack, almost done as well. And Faust, this is live. That's how you're talking to people. Yeah, Bueno, Faust, that's Faust. He knows. So Torsan trying to push forward. Wow, he cleans up the tanks on the high ground. Perfect target firing. But unfortunately, once again, he's very, very far behind. He's down 100 supply. Nearly 80 supply of that is in units. Now Torsan is going to be able to move up onto this high ground, but if he does, he's going to be walking into vultures. That's going to give his opponent vision over these tanks. Going to make it very difficult to push up as well, because high ground is good. And oh no, the mines. Not going to do too much, but this one could. Oh my goodness. Oh, that mine getting 3 tanks. And this vulture going to get the last tank as well, so nicely done. Drop in the main base just to add insult to injury, and I think this is checkmate. Thank you, Faust, for the 25-bit cheer, man. Means a lot.
TVT is gay.
Don't use gay as a pejorative in 2020, please. Not good. But yeah, there we go. That is the end of the TVT. Obviously, not a bad game whatsoever. I wouldn't say it was the best TVT. It was definitely a little bit one-sided, but it was still a fun game regardless. That is going to put Rev up it's going to put aSh up 2-1. So that's going to be good for aSh. aSh need this win to go into the playoffs, and losing any games here could be the difference between making it into the top 8 or not. So there we go. I really should stop reading chat while I'm trying to talk. It makes it very difficult. Now, we're going to be heading into a PBZ. It's going to be coming up on BlitzX, and it'll be coming up there. It'll be coming up after this break. See you guys soon. Toss a coin to your content creators, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your content creators, a friend of humanity.
Reporting for duty.
Cheers for the raid, Bonith. Welcome, you guys. We're currently watching aSh versus DM in our 4th game of the series with aSh up 2-1. We've got PG Tour, a new player for DM. So no stats for him. His opponent going to be the only aSh Squall, former member of the Templar of Twilight, along with Eriador, and a really, really good, really good player overall. Let's introduce our map, then we can get into the game. It's going to be BlitzX. BlitzX, one of the cooler 2-player maps, very Ride of the Valkyrie-esque, where you have close-by air positions in the main, and you also have a long rush distance by ground. So this is a little bit similar to Fatal Combat, which is one of the newer ones, but a player called PG Tour is hopefully going to be good for sure. Now, let's get into the game. It's game number 4, 2-1 in favor of aSh. Are we going to see an ace match after this? Let's find out. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand position, we have in the brown, fighting for aSh from Spain, it's Squall. And his opponent spawning us off here in the top right-hand position, we have fighting for DM, it's the Protoss player in the orange from Chile, it's PG Tour. Now, let's see what we are going to be able to see in this PvZ. We've not really seen too many PvZs on this map. It's mostly been TVP and TvZ. We've seen 4 of them, in fact. The only 4 games have been won by Protoss. The matchups have been a little bit one-sided. Squall has actually played on this map before, and the last game he played was against Bonneth here, which he did lose. So, a little bit difficult. But looks like we've got a lot of cheers coming in for various teams. Looks like the Rev people still cheering for DM, whereas the aSh people are cheering for aSh. Although Faust is on Rev and he cheered for aSh, so maybe Faust is playing a little bit of a interesting one. And apparently I taught Landowner what the word pejorative means. But yeah, pejorative is a really nice word. It's a nice word and it's also not a nice word, so... Abby saying Faust has been sabotaging them since day 1. Oh my god. Now we've got a pool coming up after a hatchery here. For PG Tour, he's going to go for Forge Fast Expand. Now, unlike your common map in PvZ, this is quite hard to wall off. So this is very much a good map for Bonneth. One Blaze play is very good here. Makes it very easy to attack as well, especially with shuttles and reavers, given how close the mains are. Now, Muteless are obviously quite strong on this map for the same reason, but given Corsairs exist, it makes it a little bit harder to go for them blind. And let's see what's going on.
Easily amused, huh?
Here you go, QIKZ. Happy 2020.
Thanks, Gusto, for the 3-month resub, man. Happy 2020 to you too as well. And hopefully what we'll have in Season 3 is a 2020 prize pool of like over $2,000. That'd be kind of sick. We've not made it over $2,000 just yet. I think we're on 1,300 for Season 2. Season 1 was 1,500 overall. But essentially... Season 3 is when I'm going to push to try and up the prize pool a lot. We want to hit 2k on Season 3. Season 2, obviously, a super important tournament. It's been going since September. We've been having a lot of fun, I hope. At least I have, anyway. Definitely a lot shorter than Season 1. A lot easier to follow. And now we're in the final 2 weeks of the group stage. Everything is still to play for. There are 8 teams currently fighting for the bottom 4 spots of the playoff positions. 1, 2, and 3 are kind of sewn up by now. Still, the order of that can change, but they're safely through. But the bottom 4 to 5 teams are definitely close, so this could be anyone's tournament. Obviously, the top 3 are going to get the better seeds heading into the playoffs, but overall things aren't too bad. I've just noticed how erratic my camera movements are, so I'm going to try and calm that down a little bit. I think I've been a little bit excited today. Now I'm finally woken up a little bit. When I started the stream, I was struggling really bad. I don't know why. It was kind of like it was kind of like I couldn't think. Whereas I've now got to the point where I'm thinking, I understand what's going on, and that's all good. So yeah, little Chava. Yeah, Keen. I know you're saying fighting for the bottom 4 PogChamp, but honestly, getting into the playoffs is pretty big. If you can get into the top 4, you'll be making some money out of it. So Really good for our teams to make it. And there's some teams from this season who are close to getting in the top 8 that never got into the playoffs in season 1. Like Bull, aSh, Rev, they're close. NetWars is close. Just trying to think of the other teams that are close as well. Eternal Friends. IRK, Red. IRK and Red are a little bit higher up, so I think they're kind of safe, but depending on how well their last 2 games go. White Clan, Red are going to be playing against White Clan and Seoul as their last 2 games, so that's it's difficult. So that's going to be hard. Abby, if you ate yourself, surely you would just, I mean, other than the obvious, like where you would die, you'd end up the same size if you didn't die. Now here's the problem, this isn't a tight wall. Ling's gonna run past the cannons, getting a little bit caught. Zealot's managing, oh no! Misclick attacking his own Robo. Wait, where are the Zealots going? What are the Zealots doing? What? Okay, I guess he doesn't need Zealots. Nice probe drill, gonna save his probes. Not too bad, I think he lost 1 or 2. But that was nicely done. Although he does need to start mining with them again. I wondered why he was leaving his Zealots back. I was like, whoa, is he just gonna lose? Now, we got the first Corsair coming in. It just about dodges 4 Scourge. So this is a little bit exciting here. If the Corsair! Oh! How did he miss it? He manages to keep it alive. Only one of those Scourge hitting. And this Corsair is very important. He's just seen it's going to be Mutalisks. And when it's Mutalisk from our Zerg player, every single Corsair matters. Okay, that was the same. Oh! Both Corsairs go down. Okay. This is where we just see Squall just mass Mutalisks. This is the time you pull the switch, you go muta, you spam that M key, and then you go attack the Protoss player because they've lost both their first Corsairs. You're going to force out a ton of cannons, you're going to force out a ton of Archons as well, and you're going to do everything you possibly can to try and make your way through. Now, I love how I've actually found a use for channel points on my channel. Now, second Stargate gonna come in for PG Tour here. The second Stargate gonna help him rebuild the Corsair count super quickly. It was gonna be Corsair Reaver, but obviously now the Corsair's down. He can't build shuttles, he can't build Reavers. He's gonna have to build Zealots. Looks like Brenner really doesn't want the second Corsair coming out. PG Tour is definitely not looking in a good place, Shad, so... Although, one thing I will say is even though PG Tour is old school, when you've got the entire population of an entire server against Squall, you'd think that PG Tour should be able to win. Also, there are some serious nostalgia goggles, by the way, for IC Cup, man. IC Cup wasn't that great. Their system was built to handle Dota. They put StarCraft on there as a second thought, and it suffered because of it. I didn't play when PG Tour was around, so I don't know anything about PG Tour, but IC Cup, like, I had lots of complaints about their system. It was not great. It was better than the alternatives at the time, other than maybe Fish, but then Fish, you had to download that, like, essentially malware launcher. But, yeah, PG Tour, from what I understand, it was quite good. IC Cup obviously became the main one when it died. You also had Brain Server as well. I don't know anything about Brain Server other than the fact it was Korean. And yeah, it's kind of hard. Now, Lair, of course, is done. Spire doesn't look like we're going to see any carapace upgrades here. We're going to have a 5th, 1, 2, 3, 6th hatchery coming up at the 3rd base here for Squall. Squall doing a pretty good job just blocking any further expansions coming in from PG Tour. Now, PG Tour is going to be relying on nothing but pretty much Corsair Reaver. So, let's see if he can kill the Mutalisks. If he can kill the Mutalisks, if he can stop the Scourge, he's going to be able to fly Reavers everywhere. But he needs to be able to... needs to be able to do some stuff here. Now the Corsair is doing a lot of damage, +1 attack, not done. So this is actually really weakened Corsairs compared to what you'd normally have. But he really could have got that Overlord. I don't know why he didn't go for that, but I suppose he's not too worried about getting the normal kills. Now it looks like Squall is trying to move into a position of, oh, he gets a connection, or as No kind of Rapid would say like a month ago, connection. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, Squall is ahead in supply now. He's nearly ahead in workers as well, which is not a good position for our Protoss player to be in. But of course he now does have Reavers. He has a bajillion Corsairs. And Avi, if quizzes are quizzical, Avi asks if quizzes are quizzical, what are tests? Well, tests are tests. That's it. Hey, come on, you can't make me say that word, because that guy who's watching with his kids will get angry at me again. Okay, here we go. The Reaver going to drop off in the natural mineral line. Let's see how much damage it can do. Trying to get the Hydralisks. This is not the best Scarab so far. This is really, really unfortunate. I don't know where these Scarabs are going. Oh my god, the last Scarab. But Squall still looking pretty strong. Testicles isn't profanity, and I know I just said it anyway. But, yeah. Yeah, if quizzes are quizzical, tests. Well, I guess they'd be testicles, wouldn't they? There we go. Well, this is funny. A single pylon going down to a single Zergling. Yeah, tentacles. That's it. Yeah, one Ling, one pylon down. This is ultimate value. Avi now asks another question. If money doesn't grow on trees, then why do they have branches? Money does grow on trees. It's just, it's a big conspiracy that they don't want you to go and check for the money trees. That's what it is. Like the Conservative Party in the UK were going on about how Labour had this magic money tree, and then when the Conservative Party did their budget, they just came up with loads of bullshit numbers. Pardon my language, sorry. Oh dear. Someone in chat's angry, I'm sorry. Please do not berate me. Now it looks like Squall could be pushing in for a win here. There's not actually that much back home. And this is going to become more and more of a problem the more this goes on. But two Reavers. Reavers are pretty strong, but unfortunately when they don't have any Scarabs, they are not as strong as they could be. GG. PG Tour taps out an aSh win game number 2. No, game number 4 even. So that takes us to an ace match. Wow. Okay. I completely forgot who won all the games. So there we go. Wait. Did I add the wrong win for the 3rd game? Am I dumb? Huh? No. No, because Tech beat Dreamer. That's right. It is 2-2 now. Okay. Yeah, it's not 3-1. It's 2-2. I got confused. Okay, that's good. I didn't press the wrong button. We're lucky. It's going to be an ace match and it's coming up after this. See you guys very soon. Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use. Oh my. Ah, Radley. You just keep giving. This game is the gift that keeps on giving. Mass race, ghosts, another observer gets sniped. And you know what happens when you don't have any observers? You get nuked. Right? You get nuked. And there's going to be a nuke on the army. Let's actually zoom out. Oh, Horitos doesn't know. Oh, no. Oh! So many units going down. Zealots showing how overpowered they are. Standing in a nuke. They don't care. Oh. There we go, the nuke coming out of the silo. I got it that time. Oh no, adding another cannon here. This cannon's gonna go down. You can see the red drop, or the red dot even. Needs to be careful with the wraiths, so... Horitos! Horitos! Kaboom! And the... What's a ghost? No! Not like this! Oh, I caught it. Another nuke goes down on the army, and Horitos is certainly going to be having nightmares about this game. Where is this nuke? Where is the nuke? Ah, it's at the third. Looks like the probes have been pulled away in just the right time. But another nuke going down is always good to see. I'm going to stay here. I don't really care what's going out anywhere else. There we go. Should be coming in here. Okay guys, we're back here for the ace match between DM and Rev, aSh even, thinking of the wrong series. DM and aSh making it to the ace match, a super important game here for aSh. They need to win this series if they want to make it into the playoffs, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult. Now we're going to have in the 12 o'clock position in the cyan. You can still get this color from random. It's aSh's Pro, fighting from Italy. And his opponent spawning over here in the top right hand corner is on Multiverse, of course, if you can't work out what the map is from these spawns. It's Pri, fighting for DM. Both of these players playing above 600 APM right now. This is how they go even further beyond. And it is Pri versus Pro. It's the Protoss versus the Protoss. Let's see what sect of... this is essentially one of those online arguments of like, how are we supposed to spell Protoss? Is it Protoss or is it Protoss? I don't know. Let's have an argument. That's what it is. Also, Abby, you're asking these amazing questions. Abby asks if you... if you choke a Smurf, what color does it turn? I'm sure it would be purple. Yeah, these are pretty sick colors. It is, of course, Italy versus Chile, so maybe there was a little bit of lag involved, which is how their how the APMs are so high. I mean, they could also be holding down buttons, but looks like we've got a mirror build in a mirror matchup once again. The core coming... Wait. Oh, core before gas in this case, whereas we had gas before core here. Core before gas is kind of straight. There is no core. What? Why would you go core before gas? That's so strange. And Abby, how many channel points have you stored up, and why are you using them all during the ace match when I'm trying to concentrate? Is it even possible to melt dry ice again? It probably is, and I'm being stupid, but... It's a lot, he's a big fan. I think you get more channel points if you're a sub as well. By the way, if anyone's in chat and you've got your Twitch Prime sub and you don't want to use it anywhere else, if you use it here, you could help us get partner, and you can help expand the prize pool of the STPL as well, so that'd be kind of cool. Now, Chava has linked something, and I'm definitely not going to click that until afterwards, because I don't know what that is, and I'm in the game, so... Okay, here we go. Looks like Pro is going to get to the middle line off Pre. He gets one probe. Can he get a second one? No, he can't. So great defense by Pre. That's definitely not great for Pro. I linked the Scary Movie bit. Scary Movie's funny. I've not seen Scary Movie in a long time though. Like, Scary Movie came out when I was like a really young teenager, and I really wanted to watch it because I thought it'd be funny. At least I think it did anyway. I can't remember when it actually came out, but I know they made like 10 of them or something now, so I think I only saw the first 3. If anyone knows the like release date of Scary Movie, please let me know, because then I can work out how old I was. Now we've got Pre going for the counterattack now. He killed the Zealot and the probe from Pro, so he should know that there shouldn't be there shouldn't be much back home defending. They are close by ground and close by air, so well, they're close by ground, or they're close by air, not close by ground, but they're closer than if they were cross. So it does mean that when Pre pushes forward, he's going to be able to get his Dragoons over very, very quickly. And yeah, I was 10 when the first Scary Movie came out. Oh my goodness. And my parents let me watch it as well, because my parents were cool. I remember watching Terminator when I was like 9. That scared me. Terminator was scary. But looks like Pre is going to push in. He gets 2 of the Dragoons already. Pre doing an incredibly good job, but Pro not doing a terrible job either. Is slowly starting to fend away these attacking Dragoons. And it's important that Pre doesn't lose these. He's trying to go for an expansion behind this. And without the units, he's not going to be able to do it. Now, Lucky Noob saying he watched Alien when he was 5. Wow. Okay, that's a bit much. Like, Alien is really scary for, like, well, even then, I watched Alien for the first time when I was like 24 or something. It's a brilliant film, but it's definitely scary. Like, admittedly, I get scared by films easily. I used to get more scared, but I'm a little bit better now. But that is a quite not disturbing scary, but like, it's really tense. And yeah, anything exploding out of a chest is scary. That is a very good point. I'm not scared of Alien anymore. I love the sci-fi stuff in Alien. It's so good. I'm gonna have to be honest, I haven't seen the other 2 Alien films yet. What I need to do is I need to borrow the Blu-rays from my dad, or just watch them somewhere and just watch them all. Because Alien as a series is really cool, but I've only seen the first film. I don't like Interstellar. I did not like Interstellar very much, but to go back to the game, we've got cannons coming up here for Pre, knowing he lost a couple of Dragoons, going to be forced to go into this. Now, there is going to be DTs for Pre. Now, Pre has a couple of options here. Either he uses the DTs to block off the middle of the map, or he goes for an attack. Now, yeah, there's an observatory coming in. And Avi, I don't even know how to answer that question. That's not even a question, it's more rhetorical. Like, there is no answer. Baby oil is made from, it's like a type of seed, isn't it? Or something? It's either that or it's like super young oil or something. Buena saying it's from lots of different oils. So here we go. Looks like we are going to have Pre blocking off the middle of the map. If you're not sure how this works, essentially, the way this works is if you block one of them, Dragoons can no longer get through. As you'll see here, they're going to run around not being able to go through. But look at this, the Zealot's going to go through, because Zealots can get through. And when you kill both of these assimilators, no units in PvP is going to be able to go through that middle bit. Now, oh my goodness, this is a little bit unfortunate. Looks like some of the units get through, but not all of them. But that's enough units to cause Pre some problems. Now, Pre is going to try and expand. At least he was going to expand to the bottom right. Going to go to the bottom left instead. The DT going to slip by. Looks like we've got a Pro opening up the middle of the map immediately. He doesn't want to get cut out now. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't know this is still there, but this DT going to try and get in the main. There's 2 observers here. Like, way to be over-prepared. But this DT is going to get into the main. Is he going to be able to get away from the Dragoon, though? Can he get in? Looks like he's going to stop at the gas probes. Always trying to juke away from the Observer, and he does it. But no, the Observer catches up with it, and there we go. The DT goes down. Now, the supply lead is going in favor of Pro, and that's in all units, because Pre is currently up 20 workers on his opponent right now, which is ridiculous in a PvP. Now, for whatever reason, Pro is like, no, you know what, I'm going to break down both of these. Oh, okay, so Pre has got a little bit of a story here. I don't know how true this is, but apparently Pre beat Dandy, then he beat Models, and Models hasn't played since or something. Obviously, there's a little bit of NA drama that I don't catch up with very often, because NASA drama, like, there's a lot of it. Like, I'm going to explain the scenes in the easiest way possible, right? The Korean scene, like, that's your, like, if we were talking about programs, that's kind of your documentary. Okay, and then you have the European scene, which is kind of like a sitcom. Everyone kind of gets on, everyone's finding it quite funny, everyone jokes around a lot. And then you have the NA scene, which is a soap opera. Or it's professional it's professional wrestling, which is essentially a soap opera. Like, if there isn't some form of argument going on in the the North American scene at any point in time, I would be surprised. There's always some kind of drama. People are always arguing. There's some kind of artificial anger between the people in NA. But just to go back to the game, it looks like Pre has finally got enough to cut through the Dragoons. They're actually stuck out here in the middle. Does lose one of his High Templar, which is not great. But Turtle saying EU bias, but it's true. Everyone in the EU gets on, minus like Abby and some people. But other than that, like, everyone in the EU scene is like super chill. Now, some of the Dragoons from Pro just kind of hanging out here. Once again, he is still at a massive supply disadvantage when it comes to workers, but he has a ton of units up on his opponent. Now, +1 attack is coming in. We've got a Templar Archives coming in for Pro finally. Obviously, Pre has had his for a while, so it looks like we're going into a little bit of a longer PvP here. And, sorry, yeah, Abby is correct. Julia is the outlier. Everyone has an argument with Julia. It doesn't matter who it is. Well, there was a player that was banned from the Corrupted Cup for trying to extort Russ Brain, which is just ridiculous. Like, why would you try and do that to one of the nicest monetarily... Oh, Treasure. Yeah. Why would you do that? Like, Russ Brain is hosting an amazing tournament with a massive prize pool. Like, why would you try and extort him? Like, come on. Like, what? It's like, you're gonna pay me to play in this tournament. It's like, okay. Why would Russ Brain do that? Like, let's be honest. Now, that's kind of funny. An Observer sitting over Pre's army. Apparently, Turkey had a player kicked out on Nation Wars for smurfing, but... I mean, fair enough. I realize there's probably people watching this stream who are like, does this guy ever actually talk about the game that's going on? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel, oh my god, DT's getting the High Templar, this is massive, there's no Observer, where are the Observers? Has he just not got any? 3 DTs getting on top of the Dragoons, killing 3 High Templar, getting tons of DTs? That's ridiculous. What? Is there no observatory? There's another forge? There's no Robo. Oh, yes there is, there's an observatory right here, what the hell? What? How am I so blind? Okay, finally the Observer is here. Buena complaining that DM are apparently throwing right now. Because Buena really doesn't want aSh to win. But it looks like 3 DTs getting into the main. There is a cannon here. Now those 3 DTs can actually just kill the cannon. I'm going to be honest. They could kill that cannon. They're going to run around anyway. He's going to try and focus down the Robo, because with no Robo, there's going to be no more Observers. But is he going to be able to get it in time? It doesn't look like he is. It would have been better for Pro to go for minute. Oh, he is going to get it. Why didn't he go for Should have gone for the Observatory more than the Robo, but he is still going to continue doing more and more damage. Where did the Observer go? Oh, here it is. He must have misclicked it or something, man. But yeah, we got 145 wonderful people watching today, and a lot of people are probably sitting here going, does Kix ever actually talk about the game? I do, but because I am solo casting and because it's a lot harder when I've got nowhere to bounce off of, I bounce off of chat a lot. I interact with chat a lot while streaming. Hopefully you guys watch it. I know it makes it a little bit more difficult for people watching YouTube VODs, but if you enjoy it, give the channel a follow. Check out the links below the stream. If you want to follow the STPL on Twitter, that's the best place you can find out about all the news going on now. Looks like there was an Archon drop in the... Yeah, that was an Archon drop in the main. It definitely wasn't a Templar drop because he does have an Archon and a Deep Bim. Archon on a Dragoon, like, it would have been better to Storm drop there, but that's how it goes, I guess. Now, one thing to point out that I haven't actually mentioned is Pre has a base down here, Pre has a base here, and Pre has a base down here. Now, there is a shuttle coming in. It's got 2 High Templar going. Oh, the shuttle goes down! But one of the High Templar comes out, but he can't Storm! There we go. Templar going down. Now, Pro, he's starting to expand as well, but his expansion has been found by a couple of units of Pre even. And Pre is looking to break his way through. This is a little bit unfortunate. Dr. Bear, the maps are not janky. You take that back. The maps are not janky at all. But I'm glad you enjoy the tournament. That's the main thing. There's nothing janky about the maps. The only thing janky is people's opinion about maps. There we go. I said it. I'm calling you all out. Oh, the shuttle going down there by Pro, or by Pre even. Nice attack by Pro. Honestly, I feel like Pro should just block off both the places so Zealots and DTs can't get through. Yeah, Multiverse was in ASL. Oh, Arbiter. Oh, Arbiter in PvP is so fun. Jesse saying, how could I? How could I what? How could I call you out? That's just how it is. People need to learn to accept new maps. Now, another Archon drop coming in. I'm really confused about all these Archons dropping in, because Archons are good. They do a lot of damage, but they don't kill probes very fast. He's going for the Forge. He gets one of them, actually. But he doesn't get the second one, but stopping the upgrade is going to be very good. 3-1 upgrades for Pre. Looks like we've got 2-0-0 for Pro. So Pre definitely with an advantage here. His army is stronger. He's got a bigger... Well, his army's the same size. But he's got Arbiters. And if he can snipe the Observers of his opponent, there is going to be no way of being able to do this. Now it is Pre versus Pro, but luckily enough... They're not both yellow. We can do this. They didn't host on top versus bottom. So next time you see both of them, complain at them for not hosting on the right settings. But just imagine if we had yellow versus olive green. Pre versus Pro. Both Protoss players. Now Buena saying Pre just go and steamroll. I mean, why would he steamroll when he doesn't have all the bases on the map yet? Pre is a player known for his ability to just macro up super hard. He loves getting double forge, loves getting double upgrades, triple upgrades, whatever. He'll get loads of tech, he'll get all the bases, and then he'll win with a massive bank. Now, I'm fairly certain Pre is going to be confused as to why that died so quickly, but there we go. Jessie saying she's racist towards maps even. Kind of funny. Yeah, all the people who only play on Fighting Spirit and Circuit Breaker and Neo Sylphid now, yeah, you've got yourself a new map, but there's other maps. Play some other maps. Here we go. Looks like we've got a big engagement in the middle. Pre with a big army. The Arbiter, though. Where is the Arbiter? Why is the Arbiter not here? I'm really confused. Did it die? Pro has actually got a better end of this engagement, I think. Pro is catching up in supply. A lot of Pre's units getting caught off. He's trying to chase down these probes, but he doesn't have Storm over here anymore. And suddenly, Pro has a chance of breaking through now. There's a lot of cannons. There's a lot of High Templar here. If he can use all of these Storms, that's going to be a ton of damage. But it's Storm versus Storm. Storm and the High Templar gets both of them before they can morph into an Archon. And this is awkward because Pre, I mean, he's going to be able to take out this base in the top left, but at what cost? He's losing his gateways in the middle, but Pro loses his army. GG. DM wins game number 5. Pre wins the ace match, and that very well may have knocked aSh out of the playoff spots. Damn. So, aSh have done incredibly this season. It's still not all over yet. There is still another week of play for aSh. And obviously, aSh know how that went, so hopefully they're not going to spoil anything. But without knowing all the other results, they know about as much as me. But let's have a look at the results here. Looks like I haven't actually added the win, so let me just quickly do that as well. So, Pre won that game. Got the win for DM. So DM winning the first 2 games in a very, very nice fashion. aSh nearly coming back, hit him up and Squall coming out, taking down Torsan and PG Tour. But Pre with the win in match number 5. What a good job. Pre taking out Radley and Pro himself, getting 2 kills to get that win. Unfortunately for for DM, they're not going to be able to make it to the playoffs regardless. But they still managed to make a difference here. Maybe not to their own score too much, but let's actually quickly bring up the current standings in the week. There's obviously 3 series still to go. Wait, is Pre Ivaniox? Is that him? I didn't realize it was him, but... Turtle saying, what a spoiler. DM spoiler team. But let's have a look at the team rankings once again, just to see how this is going. So the top 8 teams will be making it out into the playoffs. So currently, Rev have moved up to 8th, Eternal Friends have dropped to 9th, aSh have dropped to 11th, and DM have moved up to 12th. So aSh dropping quite far there. Bull, Eternal Friends, Bull still to play, Eternal Friends have played. Naz have played, Red and IRK are still to play, but IRK have got a little bit further to drop than the other teams. So essentially, aSh may have just been knocked out of the playoff spots. A little bit unfortunate there. There is still 1 week to go, but with Bull still to play, that means they can at least move up. But essentially, depending on how week 13 goes, if Rev, NetWars, Naz, and Red all win their series, aSh isn't going to be able to move up. So really, really well played by aSh this season, but unfortunately taking a loss there from DM. A little bit unfortunate. Pro unfortunately not able to win that series. Now one thing I'm going to do, and this is going to mess up the camera a little bit, I've actually got a... let's actually add another video source. Let me just explain the way the, what's it called? I think this is going to break something. I'm not too sure until I do it, but essentially, I'll just show you the graphic I made. It's nothing like super fancy or anything, but just explaining the way the seeding works in the playoffs, because we're only 1 week away. I thought it'd be good to get people to know how it works. So here we go, fixtures, okay, and let's fit it in the screen. So essentially, the first place team from the groups will be heading into semi-final 1. The second place team will be heading in to the second semi-final. Third will be going into the fourth place will be going into the first quarter-final. Third will be going into the second quarter-final. And then the 5th, 7th, and 6th and 8th teams will play off against each other to get into those quarter-finals. So depending on how it goes, we could have 2 players. Well, we will have 2 players waiting in the semis, 2 teams waiting in the semis, 2 teams waiting in the quarterfinals, and then 4 teams in the lower bracket. So, and albeit it is true we will see the best players less times, but it also means the teams who do better in the group stage get an advantage, because essentially, if like everyone played everyone again, the tournament would be a lot longer. And also, I mean, we've seen the best players for 13 weeks, so they deserve a little bit of a break. They deserve a little bit of an advantage. Next season, I'll probably take the I'll take the actual Pro League format. I mean, this was a Pro League format at one point, but the latest Pro League format was essentially the first place team in the group went straight into the final. That was it. Like, the way I've done it now, we get the top 2 teams in the semifinals instead. So we're going to see a little bit more of whoever makes it out first. As a matter of fact, I think it's only going to be Seoul. Yeah, Seoul cannot be overtaken. So Seoul is going to be the first seed. So they're waiting in the semifinals already. Regardless, well, no. Yeah, no, they can't. They can't actually get knocked out, I think. Unless they lose both of their next series and Valhalla Team or White Clan win both of them. But even then, they're at plus 39 game difference. So that is going to be the end of STPL today. I was just trying to find the camera overlay, but it's actually here. I'm sitting on it right now. Here we go. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, of course, Bonus, for the host. Thank you for the subs we've made today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. VT and White have got 2 losses, so Soul Gaming, you know what, I'll show it again. Here we go. So Soul Gaming are on 11-0, so it's going to be difficult for them to be unseated. I think they can, but they'd have to lose both their next series, and they'd have to lose 0-4, and that would be very, very difficult. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you, of course, for tuning in. If you want to support the STPL, you can do so on Patreon, or you can do so by supporting the prize pool directly on Matrino. Supporting on Patreon is best for me, but obviously supporting for the tournament prize pool is best via Matrino. You can also follow the link below for Twitter, YouTube, and pretty much everything else as well, where you can follow STPL news. And if you check the Patreon page as well, sometimes I post things early that would normally go to YouTube. So I'm going to find someone to host. Once again, very, very huge thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to finish here and likely go straight to bed because I actually have to get up at 6:45 in the morning, and it's 11:45. So see you guys on Wednesday for some more STPL action. As a matter of fact, if everything goes well, I might be casting Castamere Starling tomorrow at 9 PM. Well, it'll be 9:30 PM CET, so I'll decide whether I'm doing that. I really need to get back on top of that. I did fall very, very far behind on that, but I'll see how I feel in the morning. Obviously, I've been casting a lot today, but see you guys soon. Let's host 80s Mullet, the People's Terran, according to his stream title, and go check him out. In terms of what group, I'm not sure either. I've only casted Group E so far, so yeah, let's head on over to 80s Mullet stream. Go support him for a bit. He's a good Terran. Nominated for Terran of the Year on the Pylon show. So, and also a massive shout out for Liquipedia, our sponsor, for donating $500 to the prize pool. When we come in to a... what was it? When we come into the bracket, the playoffs, they're going to be doing a contest as well. And a massive thank you to Matrino for also sponsoring too. So see you guys next time.